dollar's days could be numbered. BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and their allies is playing chess while the US is playing checkers. And your savings could be the biggest casualty. BRICS nations are gearing up to unleash a new currency, and it could dethrone the US dollar's dominance for good. This isn't just talk anymore, it's happening. And the stakes, they've never been higher. It's a shocking development. BRICS nations have overtaken the G7 in terms of GDP, with their combined economic output now over $60 trillion. Russian President Vladimir Putin even confirmed that BRICS countries now control 37.4% of the global economy, while the G7's share has dwindled to just 29.3%. This power shift is laying the foundation for a financial revolution. And at the heart of this revolution, a new BRICS currency that could kill the US dollar. Over 88% of global transactions involve the US dollar, but what happens if BRICS launches their new gold-backed currency? We're talking about massive de-dollarization, and for American households, that could mean skyrocketing prices, inflation out of control, and economic chaos like we have never seen before. How do you prepare for a world where the US dollar is no longer king? Well, I've got an action plan for you at the end. But understand that BRICS isn't just thinking about launching a currency, they're taking real steps to make it happen. This isn't some far-off dream either. At the summit in Kazan, Russia, BRICS members are expected to finalize the details of this new currency shift. And if you think it's all talk, think again. 1/5 of oil trades already bypassed the US dollar entirely. Imagine the impact once BRICS unleashes its currency system. As the US dollar currently dominates 90% of all currency trades, BRICS is carving out a new path, one that could strip the dollar of its top spot in global finance and forever change the world's economy. And the US, they're not going down without a fight. Former President Trump recently pledged to slam countries ditching the dollar with crushing 60 to 100% tariffs. I'm not sure if Kamala has a plan for this or not, but here's where it gets interesting. BRICS is developing a digital payment system, the BRICS Bridge, to totally bypass the US-led SWIFT banking system. What does that mean? Well, no more US interference in their financial dealings. This could revolutionize global trade, making transactions faster, more secure, and completely free from US sanctions. For BRICS nations, it's about independence. But for the US, it could spell economic disaster. BRICS may have a secret weapon though, a gold-backed currency. The BRICS nations, along with Egypt, control over 20% of the world's central bank gold reserves. Russia alone holds over 2,335 metric tons of gold. If BRICS pegs their currency to gold, the US dollar, which has been untethered from gold since the 1970s, could face its ultimate rival. Jim Rickers, a respected financial expert, predicts that if this BRICS currency unit is worth 1 ounce of gold and the price of gold soars to $3,000 an ounce, the BRICS currency could instantly gain immense value compared to the dollar. That means Americans could face skyrocketing inflation, higher import costs, and a major loss in purchasing power. Meanwhile, BRICS countries would thrive, free from the constraints of the dollar. So, how do you prepare for this seismic shift in the global economy? Well, here's what you can do right now to protect your wealth. Number 1, diversify your currency exposure. Start holding assets in other currencies, especially those tied to BRICS nations. This can help protect you from the devaluation of the dollar. Number 2, invest in gold and commodities. As BRICS eyes a gold-backed currency, gold could skyrocket in value. So hedge against inflation by investing in gold, silver, and other precious metals. Number 3, look into BRICS equity markets. Emerging markets like China and India, they're growing fast. So consider ETFs like the iShares MSCI BRIC ETF or the Pacer Emerging Markets Cash Cow 100 ETF to get exposure to these economies. We're on the edge of a global economic transformation. If BRICS follows through with its plans, the US dollar could lose its grip on global trade, leaving American households vulnerable to economic chaos. But by acting now, diversifying your investments, hedging with gold, and tapping into BRICS markets, you can protect your wealth and maybe even come out ahead in this new financial landscape. And this isn't just about financial news. It's the start of a global economic revolution. The US dollar could fall, and you need to be prepared. For real estate investors, this could actually open up new opportunities in global markets, especially if you're holding assets outside the US. But also, if you're holding real estate in the US, we could witness a wave of foreign investors buying up US real estate and paying top dollar for it due to the valuable currency exchange for them, to then only drive up real estate prices even further. Want to know more about what to own if the dollar collapses? Well, I've put together a list of 10 critical items you'll want to have in your portfolio, and you can watch that video right here. Grab something to write with and click the link. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.